Welcome back. I'm Tony Mercado.
Hey everyone, this is Daniel Vera.
We're all real estate agents at Keller Williams Realty Services. Today we'd like to introduce you Mike Weisman. He is a newer member of the Agility Partners powered by Keller Williams with lots of experience behind his name. So let's go ahead and start the interview. Mike, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
I grew up in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I've been living in northern Kentucky for like over 30 years.
All right, yeah. Been around.
That's awesome, Mike. Tell us a little bit about your hobbies, interests. Do you have any pets or what you like to do with the family?
Well, as far as hobbies, I'm really into sports. I like spectator sports a lot and attending sporting events. I also, one of my bigger hobbies is I love to smoke meat. I have 2 smokers. Really a lot of fun.
Delicious.
We have a newer dog named Nash. He's a Labrador. Of course, he's the best dog in the world. And family traditions, we love to go to the beach in the summer. We always look forward to that as well.
That's great. Mike, what kind of work have you done in the past that you think you can really apply to real estate?
Well, I have been a registered nurse for many years, and I took excellent care of my patients, and that totally helps me with what I do today, and that is real estate.
I would totally agree. Totally agree.
Awesome. And how do you create relationships in the community and stay active?
Well, as far as I try to stay very active in my church through the Knights of Columbus, and there's a men's group, and I like to go in and when we have special events, I like to cook, and I'm trying to get more involved with an outreach program, which the church I'm at right now, we support over 200 people in the community with food every week.
That's fantastic. Definitely giving back. Mike, what do you think makes for a really good real estate agent in your mind, such as like qualities and skills?
Well, I relate back to nursing, and then I can't just forget about who I am. In nursing, you can be the most skilled person there is, but if people don't think you care, it wouldn't matter. Because, here's how I relate that to real estate, guys. Sure. I could be trained to the nth degree, and what I've heard that resonates with me is people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So, I could be the best trained real estate agent in northern Kentucky, and if people don't think I genuinely care, they wouldn't care. And let's face it, we are in a position we are helping people with the biggest transaction of their life.
Sure.
So they want to know that you care about them as people, not just about the transaction.
100%.
Yes, sir. And how do you like working for Keller Williams?
Well, when I found Keller Williams, I was quite surprised. In a good way. I had worked at other real estate places in the area, and what caught me was the positivity, the attitude. I've never experienced anything like that anywhere else. The teamwork, people working together, all trying to help each other, knowing we're all in this together, and that's why I fell in love with Keller Williams.
It's fantastic. So, within Keller Williams, what do you like about Agility Partners and really being a part of the team now?
Well, I'm a firm believer in teams. I think people working together, nobody knows everything in real estate. So whenever people ask questions, I will go to my team if I have questions that I need to get answered. But it also keeps you focused, and I think you get a lot more done, keeps you more accountable, and it gives me even more energy working, knowing that I work with a team. And that's just who I am. I love working with not only with my clients, but I love working with other agents and sharing with them.
Absolutely.
And What would you say is your favorite experience so far? Selling, buying?
Well, I always say the last transaction was my favorite. Knowing that once again, you were involved with this big transaction, that you went over, above, and beyond and took excellent care of your clients. And then in the end, when you get a thank you, which in my opinion are the two most important words in the dictionary, it's just a good feeling to get that back and know that you gave excellent customer service.
That's what it's all about. I totally agree. Playing off the last question, that's your favorite selling experience. What about your favorite part of working in real estate?
Well, I was a buyer agent for many years, and I was trained with the best agents in the United States. And I learned a lot about educating my clients before we go out, before we look at homes, which is called an initial buyer counseling session. Many people feel like they pretty much have a handle on things, but when you sit down with your clients, they realize that you have a lot to offer about what we're going to do, what the expectations are, and not just looking at the home, but what happens when we get to the contract and all the steps from contract to closing. So if you educate people, they're much more informed, and then you've added value to your clients.
And to play off what you just said, Mike, I think your past experience, you were a nurse, you gave education to patients, and you made them comfortable about, the disease process or the procedure they're about to have, which is basically, now you're doing it in a community setting. You're making people feel comfortable about what they're getting into. And I think that should come natural to you at this point, which is great.
Yeah, I'd agree. The people can read right through you if you're not genuine and you don't care. In that hospital setting, it's not just the patient, but the entire family.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And so that plays right up into real estate, where you have to be genuine and you have to care.
Yes, sir.
You have to love what you're doing, and I get excited helping people find what they're looking for, or when they list their home.
Very good.
To make their goals work for them.
Awesome, Mike. And what would you say is the most important resource buyers or sellers should be using?
I would say, honestly, we know that everybody's online these days, and that does not make us fully informed. So the best resource they can possibly use is a real estate agent who's going to share everything about the buying process, and they're going to tailor searches to their needs. I think that's really key.
Very good. Yeah, you can't replace someone that's personable with just information you see online.
Also, I remember working in a situation where a large corporation tried to cut down their expenses by not traveling even overseas because it was expensive. And the feedback they got was, we don't see you enough. So that just shows you, as much as we're into technology today, people love face-to-face, and that's how you develop rapport with people and let them know that you love what you're doing and you're going to take excellent care of them.
Yeah, trust goes a long way. Well, we want to thank Mike Weisman for joining us today. We're happy to all be a part of the same team. Stay tuned next time. We'll interview the rest of our team, and we'll see you again.
Thank you.